What's up, guys? Welcome to Touchdown Talk, where everything and anything football goes. I'm your host, Jason, and let's get right into the video. And as you can see by the title, we're going to be going through our AFC North season predictions. If you haven't already checked out the other videos, head over to my channel and go check out the NFC and the AFC East and West. The whole NFC is done. Go check out all those videos. But let's get into this one with the Cincinnati Bengals, your defending champions in the North. Now let's start with their Week 1 game, where they face the Cleveland Browns. I have them winning this game, along with winning in Week 2 against the Ravens, winning in Week 3 against the Rams, and then continuing their win streak against the Titans, Cardinals, and Seahawks, going 6-0 into their bye week. They come out of their bye week and lose to the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. Then they head over to play the Texans, where they win, followed by a loss to the Ravens after beating them early in the season, but beating the Pittsburgh Steelers and then losing to the Jaguars. They then come back with wins over the Colts and Vikings, but lose to the Steelers and the Chiefs. They do end up winning the last game of the year against the Browns and finishing the year at 11-6 with Irv Smith and Dax Hill as their breakout candidates. Now moving on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. In Week 1, they face the San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be an early game. I think the Niners get the best of the Steelers, but they bounce back with a win on Monday night against the Browns. They lose to the Raiders in Vegas, but then beat the Texans and the Ravens. They go into their bye week and continue the win streak, beating the Rams after the bye. They do struggle against the Jaguars and lose that game, but bounce back in a great way against the Titans and Packers for 2 straight wins. Then they lose 2 straight to the Browns and the Bengals, but come back with a win over the Cardinals. They beat the New England Patriots, but then lose to the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals, and then they lose to the Seahawks and the Ravens. Following that, with a 9-8 record, with George Pickens and Joey Porter as their breakout candidates. Moving on to your Cleveland Browns. They lose Week 1 to the Bengals and Week 2 to the Steelers, but bounce back with wins over the Titans and Ravens in Weeks 3 and 4. Follow that up with their bye week in Week 5, and coming out of the bye, a loss to the San Francisco 49ers. They end up beating the Colts, but losing to the Seahawks. They end up beating the Cardinals, but losing to the Ravens, and then going on a 3-game win streak against the Steelers, Broncos, and Rams. They follow that win streak up with a loss streak, with losses to the Jaguars, the Bears, the Texans, and the Jets, but sneak out a win in Week 18 against the Bengals, bringing their season to an 8-9 record, with Elijah Moore and Zadarius Smith as their breakout candidates. Now, last but certainly not least, your Baltimore Ravens. Week 1 against the Texans, it's a battle. I think CJ Stroud's going to play well, but I think the Ravens' experience gets them the win in Week 1. Week 2, they lose to the Bengals and followed up with a comeback win against the Colts. Then they face the Browns and Steelers, where they lose both of those games, followed up by a comeback win against the Titans. They lose to the Lions, but win 4 straight following to the Cardinals, Seahawks, Browns, and Bengals. They end up losing to the Chargers going into their bye week and come out of the bye with a win over the Rams. They follow that up with 3 straight losses to the Jaguars, Niners, and Dolphins, but beat the Steelers in the last week of the season, bringing their record to 9-8, with Zay Flowers and Odafe Owe as their breakout candidates. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment your predictions for these 4 teams, and like always, I will see you guys next time.